Hey, what's up? I just had a quick question for everybody. I was just thinking about it. I was looking up this thing on the internet. I forgot where I saw it, but a lot of you guys, I don't know if you remember, it was a game back in the day called Elf Bowling. I just found out just recently. I was watching a different video about somebody playing ROMs and everything, and it caught my eye that I saw Elf Bowling for GBA Game Boy Advance, which I never knew it came out for that. And come to find out, it did. There was 1 and 2. It was Elf Bowling 1 and 2 for Game Boy Advance, and there's actually one for DS. Same thing, 1 and 2, which I was actually kind of surprised because it wasn't really anything special. You just legitimately would push one button, and this thing would go back and forth. If you look it up, you see what I'm talking about. Which thing goes back and forth. You click one button. There's really nothing to it, and I'm amazed. Even now, it costs like $35. I can imagine when it was brand new. I couldn't imagine anybody ever paying like $60 or whatever it costs for a brand new game. Like, it's nuts. It's still $30 now for either version I saw online. That's nuts. But anyway, back to the old school version, the Windows version, the one that first came out way back when. I remember always hearing a rumor that it was a virus that basically supposedly on Christmas or something like that, it was to mess up your computer or something. I remember a few people telling me that. I had no idea if that was ever true. At the time, I didn't own a PC. By the time I eventually owned my own PC, I actually found a bootleg copy of the game online that I was able to play and use, which is way after when this supposedly virus was supposed to screw up everybody's computer that had it, because I heard originally it was sent to people through email for free. I have no idea if that was true or not. If it was, then yeah, supposedly they got it for free through email, and people that kept it on the computer, I think it was like, Christmas, Eve morning, whatever, midnight and Christmas Day of that year, you're supposed to crash their computer or put a virus on there or something. I have no idea if that was true. But regardless whether it was or it wasn't, people obviously debugged it so you can keep playing it after the fact, or maybe it never happened, or whatever the case was. They even made regular video games out of it, which is, like I said before, surprising. I had no idea if this rumor was true, or if anybody else remembers hearing this rumor, and if there's any truth to it. I've actually reached out to other YouTubers, actually, that this is what they do, internet mystery stuff, and they haven't responded to me yet on it. I tried doing a little bit of research on them just now myself, but, it's tough to find stuff like that, especially, over a rumor like that I heard back in, like, the 90s that I have no idea was ever even true. I just heard it through a friend of mine. Like, back then, I've always been into computers and everything myself. I've always liked them. But back then, I only knew so many people that were actually, like, into computers as well, that actually knew how to use them, versus just playing solitaire on them. So it wasn't, like, a super big thing that was talked about. I mean, knew, like, said, 3 or 4 people that were like into PCs to the extent that I was, and I think I heard from just even one of them. But like I said, at the time I never owned my own PC. I would use one at the computer or whatever, so I never could confirm this. So if anybody knows anything about this, whether it's true or if they've heard the same rumor, or know where I can begin to look more into it, because I've looked up on YouTube, there ain't nothing up until now at least, and then I just come up with searches with all the new games, and there's nothing about back in the day. The best thing I could find was gameplay for the original game, which, shows that people, I guess, still play it and remember it, and that it still exists. Like, I even still think I have a copy of it laying around on my computer. But, like I said, I never knew if it was at one point a virus or not. So, yeah, help me out if anybody knows.